Hey, it's David Thomas again with the Wednesday devotion. Hope you're having a great week. So every week I jump on here and share a little bit about my heart, going through my devotion and things that hopefully are speaking to you and touching you in your Christian faith. So once again, I'm going to keep these short as always. But today I want to talk about God using you to do incredible things when you might not think you are worthy. You might not think you have what it takes. You might not think that you have the abilities to do amazing things and let God do those amazing things through you. But we learn so much from the Bible. Now, I could spend a lot of time talking about why the Bible is reliable and why that's where we go for a lot of life's lessons, but we'll leave that for another day. But going to the Bible, what do we learn? What do we learn from what happened? Well, God was able to take average people with average abilities or average, things that they had to their name and do an amazing thing with it, do miracles, change the world, change countries. Now, take Moses, for example. God sent him to go free the Israelites. He said, who am I? I'm nothing special. I'm not eloquent in speech, right? He said, what do you have in your hand? He said, I have a staff. God was able to take something that we would not have found of high value, and he did amazing miracles through it, right? Turned it into the serpent, turned the water into blood, part of the Red Sea, all of those things that you probably have heard the stories of. But God was able to take something just average ability, average, worth, maybe below average, and he did amazing things with it. But you have to provide that little thing, right? So God's never just going to give it all to you and just say, okay, you have to do nothing. And, we'd love it to be that way. But God always says, what do you have? What can you offer? What can you bring to the table? It's not about what you bring. It's not about the quality of that. It's not about the abilities you have. It's not about the value. It's about that you bring something to the table. Take the prophet in the Bible, where it was a woman and her husband had died. She was a widow and she had her child, and they were on the brink of starvation. And he said, well, what do you have? The prophet said, what do you have? I have a little flour and a little oil. He was able to do a miracle with that, where it never ran out. Take Jesus feeding the 5,000, right? He did it multiple times, but he asked. They said, the people are hungry. We're going to send them away. He said, well, what do you have? I mean, we just have a few loaves and some fishes. He was able to feed a multitude of people, thousands of people, with just a few loaves of bread and a few fish. Why? Because it's not about what you have, the quantity you have, the value of what you have. It's that you have something. You all have something to offer. You might not think that it's of value. You might not think that you're worthy, or it's the ability that is going to be needed to do amazing things. God can use those average abilities, those average things that you have, and he can perform what would seem to be absolute miracles in our lives and in this world through you. So don't ever think you are not worthy to be used by God. Don't ever think that you cannot perform amazing feats for God, because it's not about you. It's not about what you bring. It's about that you bring something to the table, and every single one of you do, because God's going to expect you to put in a little something as well. And then he's going to do the rest. And believe me, it's going to be quite a show. So I hope you get value out of that today. And God bless you. I appreciate you for watching every week. And I will be back very soon. Take care.